Welcome to On the Block,
where we discuss hot topics of things.
Tonight's segment is on belts on.
Belts.
So these are our opinions of things that we utilize currently in our training, what we recommend to our athletes, our current gym members, if they're competing in strongman, powerlifting, or just coming to work out and need a little extra support. Let's dive in. What do we got?
Cool. There's going to be some overlap between my belts and Candace's belts, just a little bit. So to start off, your general fitness belt you're going to see 90% of the time in any gym setting is going to be a leather belt. Now, the difference between mine and Candace's is just customization, really. They're both leather. The difference is prong belt versus a lever belt. Other than that, they're pretty much identical. So normal hole spacing on both belts, other than customization. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, would you say too?
Yeah, it just depends on your size in training, and if you're in a specific federation
Correct.
competing, you have to really read those guidelines.
Yes.
Be understanding what is allowed and what's not allowed, because they will not allow you to use the belt, correct?
Yeah, so like Candace was saying, it's always good to check what federation you're lifting in if you are competing. Now, if you're not competing, you don't need to worry about it.
Yeah.
But again, check your federation you're lifting in to see what rules apply to a belt you're going to use.
Sure.
So our next set of belts are soft belts, right? What you're gonna see with mine is it's just a normal soft belt, no back support as you would see in Candace's. And she has extra support to add in the wings of the belt.
Basically, it just helps tighten it double down.
Yeah.
But this is not considered a stack belt because this is a singular belt. Stacking your belt would take this belt and the lever belt. That's why there's these nice little handles for it to loop through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty simple, right?
Yeah. Our next belt is a soft belt as well. It's normally made out of Kevlar, pretty basic. It has Velcro to attach. They're very much the same. Mine and Candace's is pretty much, they're the same belt.
Yeah.
There's just a little, again, customization. That's all it comes down to.
Different buckles kind of
Yes.
happen, right? All over the place. With that as well, little tips for the soft belt with support, depending on how much support you're looking for. When I'm in comp, I always worry about my belt popping. It has happened, meaning the Velcro is given away. So I will have one that I train in versus one I compete in. So this Velcro will never be torn up, basically, from all the usage that I'll use for my lifting belt in the gym.
Yeah, like she said, that's a very good tip. If you don't want to have multiple belts, the other recommendation you can do is whatever belt you're going to train in, use in competition as well. Like if you're going to be using a leather belt to lift in 90% of the time, use that belt to compete in. But again, rules apply to certain federations. Strongman, you pretty much can use any belt you want. There's no set rules for it. Olympic lifting is different. But general fitness here, you can use any of these belts will work.
True. With strongman and things of that nature too, you read what the director, they have rules in place so that way you read what's allowed and what's not allowed. That's where you find it. It's not going to be just instant across the board as in like federations for powerlifting have a standard.
Yeah.
And any other tips that you have for them?
No, it's just, again, most of this is personal preference. You will eventually acquire multiple belts as you continue in your gym journey. Other than that, though, if you like this content, like and subscribe.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.